Hey everyone! In this video, I will share my first 3 races on the new AMS2 1.6 update in Lmdh and LMP2. The races are also now hosted on lowfuelmotorsport. There are some issues, but overall it has been really fun. This was my first AMS2 race on LFM, and it was very unfortunate. One driver never moved, disqualifying everyone who passed him with an out-of-grip position penalty. This was very disappointing. Of course, it significantly affected my yellow. The reason I ended up in last place was that when I joined the race, my pedals and wheel base suddenly stopped registering any inputs. I had to restart the game and my PC multiple times and barely made it to the grid with my pedals and wheel working again. I had done some practice before the race and everything was fine then, so this issue was very unexpected. The start is very confusing and difficult to get right. You really have no idea where you are or if you're in the correct position. On to race 2, at Daytona in the Alpine Lmdh. Keep in mind, I don't race on these tracks often, and really do not know them very well. I ended up in split 2. I qualified in second place with a time of 1 minute and 35.3 seconds. I've noticed that the brakes don't work well at all when they're cold. You really need to make sure your brakes are always warmed up. I also haven't found settings I like yet for FOV or my wheel configuration. On top of that, it seems like the game isn't getting as much FPS as it used to. So this is really my first racing experience with how the first race went. It started out really well. The sounds in these cars are great, and they feel tight when planted on the track. I'm still not used to braking without ABS, though. It also seems like AMS2 prefers the brake bias to be a bit more forward compared to ACC, as you'll notice later in this race. There was a full course yellow that didn't take long. AMS2 does deploy a safety car, and it's pretty cool. It can really shake up the race by grouping the cars back up, also giving you the chance to use the pits. I skipped ahead because we were just following the safety car. It's been about 2 to 3 laps or 4 minutes of time. Timing the restart is really important. You can either get overtaken or gain a big advantage. Unfortunately, I wasn't fully focused on the restart and lost a position. However, I pushed a bit and managed to regain it right away. What do you think? Was that a dive bomb? The other driver really slowed down a lot and left the door open. I kept forgetting to save the replays, so I don't have very much external replay footage. Sometimes it seemed like there was only seconds to save the replay before you were sent to the next session. I really had not figured out the chicane yet, or the track in general. I skipped ahead a couple laps. The driver ahead ended up spinning on the exit of the chicane. It looked pretty bad, and that put me in first place. I was really feeling the pressure to get a good result because I lost so much yellow in the first race attempt. I was pushing too hard. I still don't know the car or the track very well at this point. And yeah, first place lasted a long time. LOL, the car is completely destroyed. I'm used to playing ACC, And in situations like this, returning to the garage feels like the safer choice. Unfortunately, when you return to the garage in AMS2, it means you're retiring from the race, sadly. I really thought some extra time would be added for repairs, but that wasn't the case. It was really disappointing to go from first place to retired so quickly. LOL. Totally did not read this. I slowed down the video. And it sets in that I just retired from the race. Well, that didn't go well, LOL. 0 finishes out of 2 races, maybe third time's a charm. On to race 3. Again, the start is confusing. It tells me to maintain P11, then P13, hopefully no one got disqualified. This is LMP2 on Road America, I think. Again, I do not know the track or car. I didn't know it at the time, but I got the no TC bug. This race, and also the first race too. This seems to happen quite often. I guess you can bind a button to turn it on again, something to do with authentic assist being turned on and off again. I did not have the best start, and I'm really just trying to survive this race, LOL. I wasn't sure I was recording, so I stopped it and started recording, causing me to go off track. I'm just going to do a few text captions until the end of the race. I want you to be able to focus on the gameplay. That was my best lap, 1 minute and 58.6 seconds, seeing how I was doing 2 or 1 lap times. I would say that's a good improvement, especially with the no TC bug. This was a really fun race. I wish they would have kept Road America up for another week. It's a really great track. So, after my first few races on AMS2 version 1.6 and servers hosted by LFM, I've noticed a few bugs and issues. The main ones are that traction control, TC, is being disabled at random, and sometimes the correct amount of fuel isn't added to the car. I also feel like the out-of-grid DQ penalty is really harsh. That has only happened to me once, though. There's also quite a bit of netcode issues and high ping quite often for me. I think the lowest I've seen another driver's ping is somewhere around 170 to 325. That said, I will say that most of the time, the experience has been pretty good in races. Overall, I'm really starting to enjoy AMS2. These first few races were a little rough, but that was expected because the tracks and cars were completely new to me. I'm a little late to the party. I've been pretty sick for about 10 days, and I've only just recently been able to really start racing again over the past few days. So, I'm definitely behind the competition on LFM. The drivers and lap times are pretty insane. It's amazing to see everyone playing AMS2. I've always felt like the game didn't get as much attention as it deserved, and now that multiplayer has come with LFM, it really seems like the player base is exploding. I really hope that continues. Here's my pros and cons list so far. Thanks for watching. Let me know what you think in the comments.